Hello. So this video is going to be a little bit different because I had a request from someone, one of my subscribers, to do a tutorial on how I do my hair braid. And now there are two different braids that I do. One is, but they're both very similar. I guess one is more poofy and one is closer to the head. But in both of them, I use ribbons or scarves or stuff like that. So I guess I'm going to do a hair tutorial today. Okay, so what I've done is I switch my part back and forth periodically. I think it's important for your hair to not be pulled in one direction all the time. And so just thought I'd add that. I guess it has nothing to do with the hairstyle, but right now I've got my hair parted this way. I did take my comb and I did a part, and I came to the middle and I divided my hair in the back. So it's kind of like if I wanted to do pigtails. Puddles, the duck, is outside my door right now, quacking at me. Okay, so this is what I do. I take my ribbon, and this time I'm using this. I think it goes with my shirt today. And I fold it in half, and I put the very middle of it at the very top of my head, and then I attach it with like a bobby pin or a clip or something like that. So I'm going to use a clip. Okay, I'm just going to use one of these clippers right now. Usually I use a bobby pin, but I tend to lose bobby pins often, and they are in high demand around here, and at the moment I don't know where any of them are. So I'm just going to kind of grippy that to my hair at the top right there. And then I'm going to start on this side, and I'm just going to attach this this ribbon to a strand of hair like it's a French braid, right? So I take one section, take another section with the ribbon, and then here's another section. And I like to start from the back first. I just feel like it gives me a tighter braid for some reason. I don't think it really matters a whole lot. And then I start doing my French braid. And what I try to do is I try to keep the ribbon on the outer edge. If I do that, then I find that you can see the ribbon easier when I do the braid. Okay, so it's just a regular French braid, and sometimes you'll see the ribbon, sometimes you won't. That's okay. Okay, so then here we are just doing the regular braid now, because we've got all the hair. And I try to turn that ribbon so it's on the outside of that strand. And when it's on the outside of the strand, like I said before, it just makes it a lot more visible. See how it's on the inside there? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to put that more on the outside. There we go. And now I should have picked a brighter color, shouldn't I? So that you could see it better. But now you can see the ribbon is more on the outside. And you can see it better. And then as I'm coming around, going the other way, I gotta bring the ribbon to the outside edge again. And then you see, there it is. And I like having the ribbon on top. I think it's something different that you don't see very often. Gives it a little something extra. And as someone with long hair, I'm finding that I'm looking for more ways to have my hair neatly hang down, like it's not like a ponytail on top of my head. At this point in my hair journey, I guess, my hair is so heavy that that if I put it in a ponytail at the top of my head, it hurts after a while. And so if I can have it in a down hanging style, it's much more comfortable, and I can wear it for longer throughout the day. Also, I sleep with my hair like this, and it helps keep it from being damaged. And so usually if I have a hairstyle like this, I'll wear it for 2 days. And so it also saves me time that way, because after I do this, I don't have to worry about doing my hair again the next day. And if you notice, the ribbon is longer than my hair, and I do that on purpose because the end, I don't like to see hair ties at the end of my braids. So and I also don't like to braid to the very, very end of the hair. I think it's nice if there's just like a little bit of hair, like a little bit of length hanging down like this. And so I take these clear little tiny rubber bands, and I would never put these in my hair up near my scalp, because it would rip like all my hair out on the way out as I take it out, even if I try to just break it out. But at the bottom of my hair, I'm fine doing that. Okay, so now we've got this. So my hair and then the ribbon. So what I do is I just take the ribbon and I wrap it around the bottom edge. And if I do it twice, that's even sturdier. But then I have that hole there. As I wrapped it around, I just did 2 loops around, and I'll stick the end through that hole, kind of making like a little knot, and then I'll pull it tight so that it looks like the ribbon is the thing that's holding it in place. And then with that extra length that I use to go around the hair, do those loops, it shortens up the ribbon enough so that it is now the same length as the end of my hair there. So that's kind of the way that it looks at the end. Anyway, so when I brush my hair, let me say this too here. I'm gonna flip this over to this side for a second. When I brush my hair, I have a brush that I specifically like to use. This is a boar bristle brush. It's got the plastic teeth, and it has the boar bristles in it, and it's the real boar hair. And when I brush my hair with this, the boar bristles, they're special in the way that they take like any oil that you have close to your head, and they pull it down along the strands of your hair, and so it kind of takes that oil and pulls it down. Now the oil from your scalp is actually really important stuff. It's the thing that keeps your hair healthy. And so if you have anything longer than like 2-inch long hair, it's very difficult to get that oil all the way down to the ends, much less if you have hair that's on a longer length like mine. I'm not able to get this oil is never going to get down to the tip of my hair, no matter how much I boar bristle brush it, right? So I do special oils And I not only do special oils on my hair, especially at the end, I do oils on my scalp once every like 2 weeks. Something that I really like to use, let me show you. Okay, so what I like to get onto my scalp once every 2 weeks is I use this, it's called Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I use this and I put it into like this little tool, and this is the tool. But this is cool because this top comes off and I fill the castor oil in here, and I do this on my girl's hair too. And this bottom pops off. And then there's like these, there's like little teeth on the bottom. It's like a rabbit. If you ever had like rabbits or mice or something like that as a pet, there's the waters. They have that water that hangs down, and then there's like a little ball at the end of the tube, and they lick the ball, and the ball moves and water comes out. And so that's the same situation with this. This is little tiny balls at the end of these teeth, and as you push it down against your scalp, it releases the oil. And so you don't have to worry about getting the oil so much on your hair. It goes directly onto your scalp, which is important because oils like this, especially if you're using something super fancy, like I like to use, I also put in there, this is Ancient Greek Remedy, and I got all this stuff on Amazon. This is 100% pure nature's moisturizer. It's for face, skin, hair, and nails. The ingredients are extra virgin olive oil, organic, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, lavender oil, and vitamin E. And so I put this with the castor oil into my little tool. Did you know that I had light? I didn't remember that I had a light. I have a light apparently. So what happens is those oils go on your hair, on your scalp, and it kind of sends a signal to your scalp like, hey, you're not stripping of oil all the time. And so your scalp thinks, oh, I don't need to make as much oil. So you're giving it some really good oil that promotes growth. And so this stuff and the castor oil specifically help grow your hair more, and also keeps it moisturized enough so that it kind of sends signals to your oil follicles or whatever, that you don't have to create as much oil maybe as it would have. And then I take this oil, and it's called Hairfinity. Can you see that? Hairfinity. It's a nourishing botanical oil. And this is just for protection. It reduces up to 95% of breakage. This is what I put on the ends of my hair. And so this has got all sorts of really amazing oils in it. I mean, like, the list is very long, and it's all really good stuff. And so I put that on the length of my hair, and I take my boar bristle brush and I brush it through so that I'm sure to get it on all the strands and to really just like evenly distribute it. And then I'll put my hair up into a bun and keep it there the whole day. And I do this to my girl's hair. I learned this on YouTube. There's a girl, the Pretty Shepherdess or something. I love her. She's just wonderful, but she has extraordinarily long hair, like down to her knees, maybe, like, if not longer. And her hair is beautiful. And so I figured, well, she knows what she's doing. So I took a lot of lessons from her, and this is kind of what I came up with for myself and for my girls. And so then we also have after we let the oil sit in our hair for the full day, then we wash it. And I have a hair shampoo brush, which is like kind of like a plastic sponge that has like these teeth that come out that are very pliable and soft, and you can look up shampoo brush on Amazon and it'll come up. I've got two of them. I've got a purple one and a blue one. And then we rub the shampoo into our hair. Now the shampoo that we use is a oil-based shampoo as well. So let me show you that. So for the longest time, I used regular bottle shampoos, and I could never find one that I really liked. I either felt like my hair was too oily or too dry, or I don't know. I just never found one that I liked. And so I researched shampoos, really good ones for your hair, and I found out that a shampoo, well, one, I always wanted it to be organic and paraben free and phthalate free and stuff like that. But I found this shampoo. So this is J.R. Liggett's. I call it Legits because, I mean, this stuff is legit. And it is incredible. I mean, I have never experienced shampoo like this before. And it's a bar, so I'm not worrying about... I don't have plastic bottles that I'm throwing away, adding to landfills or anything like that. This is incredible. I can put this in my compost, the wrapping in my compost bin, and then the rest of it is just used on my hair. But I mean, okay, so I'm going to read you the ingredients on this, guys. This is going to take like literally 2 seconds to do. This is made out of olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, vitamin E, and then there's essential oils of rosemary, lavender, cedarwood, petitgrain, and lemon. That's it. So it's made out of oils and essential oils. And you would not believe the way that this foams up, lathers when I use it. I mean, this is like luxurious lather going on. And I have never had cleaner hair. And it seems weird to wash your hair with oil, right? Because you're trying to get rid of the oils. When you wash your hair, though, you don't want to do it just with soaps or with water because it doesn't grab the oils. Oil can contact and grab oil, and this is clean oils, this is good oils, and it's going to take all that stuff that's been sitting on your hair that you need to wash off, and it's going to grab that and it's going to take it away, and it's the cleanest hair you've ever had in your life. I mean, literally, it's incredible. I've recommended this to a few people and they have all been absolutely blown away when they use it. So I would absolutely suggest this. They have several different types of, not flavors, scents, because, I mean, they do. So I like the herbal formula. I think it's wonderful. They also have a conditioner bar. And so I use the conditioner, and I don't use the conditioner on my head. I use it just on the length of my hair. I learned that trick from a friend of mine that I thought, you know, it was revolutionary. But that was a long time ago. So this is the conditioner that I use. It's by the same company that does the shampoo. I don't think they were doing the conditioner forever. They just recently started doing it. And so if you find it on Amazon, snatch it up because it's often sold out really quickly. And the nice thing about the shampoo brush, not only does it feel amazing, it also massages your scalp, which also promotes hair growth. So if you're interested in having long hair or growing your hair or having healthier hair, or not, you know, like maybe you have like spots that are thinning because you lose your hair sometimes, or it's got pulled out or something, using that brush to massage your shampoo in is really nice. And also using these oils, like the hair affinity and the ancient Greek remedy, and then the castor oil, I mean, it's really incredible how much growth that you can get from that. Now, it's not gonna you're not gonna have crazy long hair, you know, in a month or anything like that, but it's gonna go much faster than it normally would have. And if you've had trouble growing hair in a certain spot on your head, I have heard that it helps a lot with that as well. I haven't had that problem yet, so I don't know firsthand on that, but that's what we do when we take care of our hair. And I don't wash my hair every day, obviously, because I leave my hair in a thing, you know, for a couple days, but like, I don't wash my hair nearly as much as some people would say that you have to. But that's just because, like, the more you wash your hair, the more oil your head's going to produce, and that's just what happens. And so if you go 3 or 4 days without washing it, and your hair gets used to that, you're not going to be producing oil like that. And like right now, my hair is like super, super clean looking. Like there's no oils in there. You can't, like, I mean, it feels like I just washed it, but I washed my hair on Wednesday and it is Saturday. So yeah. So, anyway, it's used to this. And so it doesn't produce that oil, and it makes it healthier. If you've got long hair, you cannot wash your hair every day. It just doesn't work that way. You'll end up having super damaged hair, super split ends. There's science behind it. Go look up the science stuff. It's super cool. So for the longest time, I didn't intentionally have long hair. I just was super lazy, and I kept my hair in a bun like 24/7. I mean, obviously I'd take it out for sleeping sometimes. And as soon as I washed my hair, I would put it straight back into, apparently I can't talk and braid at the same time. I would put it straight back into a bun, like even when it was wet. And I didn't even realize that my hair was growing as much as it was, because I just never paid any attention to it. And so one day I took down my hair and I realized, oh my goodness, my hair is much longer than I thought that it was. And then I had to sit with that thought for a while, because, I mean, at this point, my hair is kind of on the extreme end of long. Like, you don't see people who have hair as long as I do very often. And I mean, it's not like rare, but it's like, if you're gonna do long, usually people are like mid-back and not like sitting on it. So I had to sit with this idea of having long hair there for a bit and decide, do I really want to have long hair? And because it was getting to the point where I didn't really know what to do with it, and it was heavy in my bun, and it kind of hurt even in the bun. And so I could only do like a low bun, and I just didn't think that was a very good look for me. So I needed to decide if I wanted the long hair, because if I cut it, it would take a long time to get it back if I decided that, oh no, wait, I really did want long hair, or, you know. So I sat with the idea for a while, and I realized I really like long hair, and I wanted it. And when I was a teenager, I had long hair, and I really liked it. In fact, I was in the newspaper when I was a teenager, because they did a story on me because local teen, first time to cut her hair in like 14 years or something. It was kind of ridiculous. But my hair was not, even then, it was not as long as it is now. And so I decided if I was going to keep this long hair, I needed to know how to properly take care of it, so that I didn't end up having like ratty long hair. And that was the last thing that I wanted to have was ratty long hair. And if you've seen people with long hair, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's ratty. So I decided that since I wanted the long hair, I needed to know how to take care of it. And so I did a lot of research on what it looks like to take care of long hair, what are the best techniques to make sure that your hair stays healthy. And a lot of this is what I learned from all that research. And so I figured out which were the good oils to use on the hair, when to put them on, when to wash my hair, what brushes were the right brushes to use. I learned that you really want to make sure that you're taking, putting your hair in a braid at night, or putting it in a bun at the top of your head or something like that. And so this is what I came up with from my research. And to be honest, since I decided to treat my hair this way and have long hair, and I've been doing all this stuff for it, this is the best my hair has ever looked. And before, it was super frizzy, and that was one of the reasons why I always had it in a bun too, is because I was kind of embarrassed by the way that it looked when it was down. But also, you know, I teach karate, and it's not like karate is a good job to have your hair down all the time. It was much more, it was easier to have it up in a bun. And so now I just decide I'm gonna own my long hair, and I like it and I want it, and this is how I take care of it. So, and this is one of the braids that I do. There's another braid that I will show you in another video, I guess, if you guys are interested. And that's what I do for my girls' hair, to kind of give their hair like the Shirley Temple curls. I put their hair up in this after they get done taking their shower or their bath and washing their hair, and if they want it, and we leave it in their hair for a couple of days, and then we take it out, and their hair is like Shirley Temple for 3 or 4 days. Now, I tried it and I think it looks cute. It's kind of like this, only it's like roped around, and I usually use like a scarf, a head scarf, or a neck scarf when I do it, because the scarves are long enough. They're like the right length for my hair. But what was I saying? But my hair's long enough now, and it's just like a very naturally straight hair that I can try to put it in curls, but it's not gonna stay curly. It won't do that. So this is my French braid with the ribbon, and it's fun going to the store and picking out different ribbons. I feel very Little House on the Prairie, or, you know, Little Women. They're always talking about their new ribbons that they got, and and I get excited too when I get a new ribbon, because now I have something else that will match a shirt, you know, that I have, that I love, or a sweater. I don't know if you guys know, but I absolutely love sweaters. I have more sweaters than I will ever be able to know what to do with. It's kind of a running joke in our family that I have too many sweaters. Anyway, so okay, so I've got the same length here. I'm gonna wrap it up in my little twisty tie. It's my first time using this ribbon. I'm very excited about it. And I wore this shirt specifically because I knew that it would match this ribbon, and I wanted to match my ribbon. Oh my goodness, it's popping out there. Okay, so there we go. And you can see the braid. I wasn't as intent on keeping it on the outside on this side as I was on this side because I was talking. But then it looks like, you know, like there's a headband almost, and you can see it in the braid here, and I think it's cute. If you like it, you can go for it and try it, but if you don't, that's okay. So this is my hair. This is what we do with it. My girl's hair was very dry and straw-like before I started doing this to their hair as well. I thought that it was important for them to know how to properly take care of hair, and so we make a night of it. We do like a girls' night. We do nails because they like doing nails, not because I like doing nails. We do nails. We watch like an old-timey girly movie, like, you know, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, or, you know, The Sound of Music, or Meet Me in St. Louis, or something like that. And we eat popcorn, and they love it, and it gives them a good foundation for how to take care of their hair. And since we've been doing it with their hair has just turned into like this really soft, silky, supple, and it's growing. And they were bald babies when they were born, and they were bald babies when they were 2, and their hair has grown incredibly slowly. They're 7 years old, and their hair was like really only to their shoulders. And once we started doing this with them, in like only like the last 3 or 4 months, their hair has grown considerably, noticeably. I can't tell as much with my hair when it grows because it's just long. That's the only attention that I pay to it. It's long. And I'm starting to notice that, you know, I have to move it when I sit down because I'll sit on it, or I have to move it when I'm in the car because I'll get it caught in the seatbelt clicker, or sometimes caught in the door. Anyway, I'm becoming aware that I need to like take care of this. So there's the hair. Thank you so much for watching. This is very not like my normal videos, but if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to check out my other videos, I do stuff all on permaculture and herbalism and vegetable gardening and homesteading with animals. Right now, there's so many projects that we're doing, and I'm videoing them all. And so if you're interested in food forests or anything like that, check out my other videos, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you could, that would help me out a lot. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and stay blessed.